Hello everyone, welcome to this Hawk block this morning, right and early, on this nice Friday morning. My name's Nase. I'm going to be taking you through Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Just quickly before we get started, I just want to shout out the incentive that's going on for this game. At the moment there's a donation bid war between 3 different endings for the game. The Creator Skater ending, which is the normal one that we do in the speedrun, and then also Chad Musker and Bam Margera's final missions, which are quite hilarious in their own right. So yeah, get donating if you want to see either of those. And yeah, let's get keen for the Tony Hawk block. Time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, if you want to open up some
So yeah, welcome to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. This is the first game in the Tony Hawk series that introduced, or didn't really introduce, it took away the timer when you're playing just in the story mode in the missions and in the levels. Sorry, not in the missions, in the levels. And so that allows us to sort of free skate and find missions throughout the game. So yeah, the speedrun of this game is quite a bit longer than the earlier games in the series. The Tony Hawk's 1, 2, and 3 would probably average out, the any % route would average out to around like 5 minutes. This game's more like 40. So yeah, we're going to be going around, skating around the level, finding different people to talk to, and doing different missions. All the classic Tony Hawk missions that you know and love are going to be here, so like high score challenges, collectibles, skate letters, doing certain tricks in certain areas, with a few extra sort of ones sprinkled in. Like this one, we're going to grind down some banners. We are playing this on the PC. There was a PC version of this game, which is a little bit obscure. I'm fairly sure the PC version of this game might have only been released in Australia and New Zealand, like, properly. Real quick, I'm going to go for this K-bonk. Oh, I just missed it. Damn. That is an IL strat, or like a strat that you only go for if you're just running like this mission, to try and get the best time in this mission. It's quite tough. You sort of have to jump. Oh, whoops. Sort of have to jump at the rail and you'll get sort of pushed up. It's hard to do. But the world record holder Crad told me I have to go for it, otherwise I'm exiled from the community. So
you can spell. It's a miracle.
So yeah, as I said, the PC version of this game. The console versions you can run, but on PC loads are just ridiculously fast. You'll see between each level that it goes a lot quicker than it would on console. So yeah, unfortunately with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, there isn't a lot to talk about in terms of like glitches or skips or whatever. It's just going to be a whole bunch of great movement, combo lines, tricks, etc. that really make this game a bit of a pleasure to watch. There's Ollie the Bum. He's a bit of a recurring character in this series. And we have to stop all the pink elephants, apparently. So there's a trick I'm going to do right here called an Indy 900. And as you can see, as soon as I did that trick, my point total went up like a ridiculous amount. The Indy 900 gets you around, gets you around 11,000 points. And so we're going to be using that quite a lot to get up to those high point targets a bit later on. Whoops. Ah, I missed him. That guy's a little bit hard to get based on the angle that you're going at.
The horror.
So there's a mission coming up that is a bit infamous because on the PC version there's a music track that plays, or it's on every version. There's a music track that plays, but it's not the volume of it isn't tied to the music like option. I might actually restart because the music's super. Oh, it's gonna go anyway. Sorry. Usually if you restart the mission as the parade music starts playing, the parade music will stop. But yeah, so that music is classed as a sound effect. So if you want to play this game with any volume at all, you have to deal with that track every time. So I'm really sorry about that. So there we go, we're done with the first level of the game, College. We're going to be moving on to San Francisco. This game we have to finish, if you look at the top right, or you can't see it now, when I'm not in a mission, if you look at the top right, you'll see how many missions I've completed by looking at the Pro Points icon. We have to complete 90 missions before doing the final mission. There's 141 different missions in the game that we can do, so we sort of have a bit of a choice as to what one we want to do, or what ones we want to do to most effectively... Oh no, that's not good. To most effectively make the game like as quick as possible. So in some levels we're going to be doing, like in College in San Francisco here, we're going to be doing 12 missions each. And then in others we're going to be doing like 9. In Shipyard, which is coming up later, we do 14. So it just depends on the route. Because as you can see, like the missions that we do are sort of spaced apart from each other. And so here's a perfect example. We're going to be trying to get this high score while moving. Oh. My god, struggling there. There we go. So we're trying to get like the high score while moving towards the next mission. So I finished that. I'm just going to ramp up here and talk to this guy. And the same thing's going to happen here. We're going to do this mission where we have to manual between these cones. I'm going to try and jump off and hit the wall here so I land closer to the next guy I have to talk to. If you have no idea what I'm doing at times, because there is a lot going on, sort of changing like objectives all the time, just have a look at the top right of the screen and you'll sort of see what the general gist of what I have to do is. A lot of it is doing errands for people, like I have to save this guy's job, like collecting packages for him. As you saw there, if you click start, there's an option for set custom restart. I've used them a couple times so far. I think this is the first game that had them introduced. So if you set a custom restart anywhere in the level, when you're not in a mission, you can walk back to that custom restart whenever you want. So again, that's another way of sort of routing out the game to move between missions quickly. But yeah, at the moment, not a whole lot going on, so if there is any donations or anything you want to plug, go for it.
We don't have any donations, but we do have that incentive coming up with the Choose the Pro Challenge. At the moment, Bam Margena is winning with $107.02. We've got Chad Musker and Creator Skater also are options. So if you really want to see one of those two, make sure you get your donations in. You can find a link by finding !donate and !incentives. I'll get it back to you.
I'm quite glad that Chad Musk is winning actually, because that is probably the most comical of the missions. So in this game at the end, whichever character you're playing as has like a final mission, but I'm able to actually switch between characters at the end if I want to do a different character's mission to finish the game. And so yeah, Chad Musker has a pretty interesting one where you sort of have to do tricks to a beat, I guess, because he's like a music producer. And then Bam Margera's involves riding a shopping cart down a hill. So I think that's the one that the people want to see.
Yeah, so Bam Margera is winning at $107.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Ooh, that was good. That mission can be a little bit difficult. You're trying to get 100,000 points before talking to this guy. So it can be a little bit finicky to do that combo while slowly moving towards him. So there's quite a few competition missions in this game. It's done now, so I'll explain it better in a sec. But essentially, what you're able to do is you can start a combo and do like a trick that's going to get you a whole bunch of points. And before you land, you can end your current run. And the judges will just assume that you're going to land that trick and go like, yeah, that guy can have 90 points from me. And all we have to do is get 3rd place or higher in those competitions. So here's another one here. The Indiana 100 takes like 4 seconds, so I would have no chance of landing this on flat ground. But before I even bail, I'm going to click start, end current run. And that's enough to get me a medal. So, awesome. This is Alcatraz. Not a whole lot to say about Alcatraz, to be honest. It's pretty cool that they set a level on this. I actually went to Alcatraz a few years ago, and I was pretty like surprised as to how like accurate it was to the game.
Hey.
Yeah, some more collectibles here. This mission I hate, but let's see how we do. Something always just goes wrong for me in this mission, but it seems to have played out quite nicely, so not bad. And we got the grind as well. Oops.
Back for more.
So, yeah, honestly, not a whole lot to discuss about this game, unfortunately. What I did there, actually, at the start of that mission, whoops, was what's called a power slide.
Hey, can you
If you hold down the spine transfer button, which is the button to do spine transfers, obviously, if you're holding that down and then click back, your character will like quickly turn around. And so you'll see me do it quite a bit in the run, actually, and it's a really good way of like preserving your momentum and like being able to turn around quickly while preserving your momentum. So yeah, there'll be quite a few times where I do that. Another custom restart here, and now Bam Margera is going to tell us all about dunking tourists into the water. So we're going to follow him along on that journey. Ooh. I was trying to do a power slide there, but the car got in my way, unfortunately.
I gotta give you that one. That was a good ass run, bro.
Thanks, man. The pros in this game are really supportive. It's great. You get to talk to a lot of them. And every time you do a mission, they'll have something nice to say to you. Let's see what Rodney has to say for us here.
That was good. Keep it up.
Yeah, thanks, Rodney. Wow, what a guy. This has been a pretty decent run so far, actually. We're already towards the end of Alcatraz. And then we're going to be moving on to Kona. And the first mission in Kona is, I think it lives on in the hearts of many with contempt, sorry. It's the snake run slalom, and anyone that's played this game knows how difficult that mission can be. And even when speedrunning, this mission can be an absolute nightmare to do.
Nice work, kid.
So hopefully I can do it in a decent capacity. So as you see in the menu there, I only did 10 missions in Alcatraz. Just because of how the level's structured, it's a little bit harder to get to everyone. So yeah, as I said, it's sort of, a lot of this game is based around, like the routing for this game is just based around how quickly you can do missions. Like a mission that takes 10 seconds and a mission takes 20 seconds might be even depending on how long it takes to skate to them from someone else. And here we go, run 3. See how we go. Ooh, okay. Oh my. Okay, yeah.
Whoa,
got it.
That's not an easy thing to conquer.
It really is not an easy thing to conquer.
Yo, homie, you...
This is another mission I kind of hate, but it's not awful. Nice, there we go. So yeah, Kona's this sort of like open skate parky kind of level. It's pretty cool. It's apparently, for those who have like really bad PCs, it is a nightmare to run because like everything is just so open and like flat that it's like rendering everything at once. Here we are, we're just collecting things again, doing jobs for people. Seems to be the theme of these games.
Thank you very much.
going to be collecting things a little bit more for a little bit, so if there's anything to read out or shout out, go for it.
Sure, I'll just plug what we're doing here. So we're Odd Speedruns. We do speedrun events to raise money for charity. For ASM this year, we're raising money for Beyond Blue, a charity prompting good mental health through the raising awareness and reducing stigma around these issues. If you'd like to donate, the link to do so is donate.oddspeedruns.com or !donate in chat for the links. I do remind people that incentive for the Pro Skater 4 is coming up. It'll be 10 minutes before the end run, so if you want to get a last gasp bid in for that, do so. And we've also got a bid war between any percent OOB and All Memories coming up for Gris. Currently there are no donations for any of those, so if you wanted to see either of those, get those in as well. Back to you.
Awesome. Yeah, Beyond Blue is a terrific charity, and especially during like COVID-19 with all the added anxieties around that and stuff, it's more important than ever to have people supporting like mental health and stuff like that. So I think it's really great what we're doing here, and yeah, so far already at $2,000, over $2,000, which is solid as. So keep going, everyone. It's great to see. Got another competition mission here. I'm just going to be not jumping. I'm going to be trying to do these Indy 900s, ending the run, and that gets us 3rd place. Whoops. So this is a point combo mission. There's a few of these, and so I have to hit that 11,000 point combo threshold, and if I go under that at all, I'll instantly fail. So if I do like one trick and it's only worth like 5,000 points and land it, I'll instantly fail the mission, and so you have to start again from the start. So there's one in the zoo level coming up later, which is very annoying to fail. The combo here, one more competition, and then we're moving on to Shipyard, which is the bane of any speedrunner's existence for this game. The level is just insane. It's one of the weirdest like levels ever put in a Tony Hawk game, in my opinion. Is that enough? Yes. Okay, good. It's just there's so much going on. There's so much geometry, so many like things to skate on, so many little things that just get in your way. It's not fun, and a lot of the hardest missions in the game are here. So hopefully we'll be playing decently. Whoa, okay, hold on. That's a bit annoying. I say that and then fail the easiest mission in the level.
Hey, that was awesome what you did.
So I should mention to those who aren't really aware of like the Tony Hawk, I guess mechanics. I'm going to be trying in a lot of these sort of like collection missions where we're skating across the level. Oops, there we go. Oh no. I'm going to be trying to grind as much as possible. You move fastest in this game when you're grinding. And so yeah, you'll see me grind a lot. Even if it's only like for a short amount of time, I'll grind, because then that speed gets carried on to your skater for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to do this mission well. So there's a little grind rail at the top here, and if I'm able to, nice, okay, that's good. If I'm able to click the jump and grind buttons at the same time really quickly, I can actually grind on that thing twice, even though it's like tiny. Damn, that's annoying. The aim is to try and get like 2 sets of 2, which means you only have to go across the gap 3 times as opposed to 4 or 5. That's pretty good though. Getting 1 is not bad at all. I don't normally. A lot of people that play this game claw grip their controller, so they're able to use like multiple fingers on the face buttons at a time. Oh, whoops. But I don't, and so that's like a really unnatural feeling for me to have like my thumb and index finger pressing buttons at the same time.
They had you. Those dogs were nipping at your heels. Good job.
I missed him. That's annoying.
Hey, you got.
If you're able to spam quick enough there, you're able to talk to... There was like a guy sitting on a ramp. Oh my god, what am I doing? There's a guy sitting on a ramp that you're able to talk to quickly if you're able to spam the circle button fast enough. But I wasn't able to, so it's alright.
Hey, that was awesome what you did.
So you saw the difficulty spike that happens in this level is pretty insane in my opinion for like a casual player.
Sweet. That might have been too easy.
Like that combo spanned like the entire level. I think it's really quite difficult for like casual play. This is literally like the only break I get in the run. There's a cutscene that plays here. I'm gonna have some water. It's a really long cutscene. It just goes on forever. If I make a mistake here and have to restart the mission, I go back to the start and I have to watch that cutscene again. So I'm just gonna pray that nothing bad happens right here.
Oh my god.
There we go. Another power slide here to quickly talk to this guy. This is another competition mission, but for unknown reasons, you can't actually cheese this one. So I can't start like a combo and then end it without landing it. I have to land these. Which is a little bit annoying, but not a huge deal. I'm going to be using that custom restart there quite a bit to talk to do a lot of... Oh my god, I can't speak. To do a few different missions in that area. This mission's basically just like the graffiti mode from the multiplayer. If you've ever played that, every time you trick on like one of the objects, it gets painted red. Oops, I did not want to go there. I did not want to jump on that either. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. Oh my god, okay. I'm trying to just get out of here. There we go. Jesus. That was terrible.
Great job. Heck, son. There's no career in those extreme sports. Come to work here. And at 50...
This mission's really interesting. So there's that yellow container there that I'm meant to do a lip trick on. Oops. And it sort of travels across to the other side of this bowl here. But with an interesting little movement there. You sort of trick the game into thinking that you did the lip trick on that crate and then moved all the way across to the other side. It saves roughly 5 seconds. And also, forgot to mention stats in this game. You'll see the stat menu come up at the end of a lot of missions.
Boy, that was fast.
And so we play this game with 0 stats in manual balance, rail balance, and lip balance. Oh, I got it nice. And so yeah, it makes balancing on things for too long really difficult, and that's one of those missions that does that. So it eliminates the need. Can I get off this thing, please? Oh my god. This is why I hate Shipyard. There's just so much going on. But we're coming to the end of it, luckily. There you go, nice.
No one skates like that around here.
I did forget to mention that we are playing as the creator skater in this game. All of the missions would be the same for every skater that you play as, except for the ending one, as mentioned before. But the creator skater has malleable stats. So with every pro, they have like set stats. But with the creator skater, you can mix and match their stats as much as you want. And so we put all of our stats into like speed, of course, and then things like ollie and air, which help us get like extra height, and switch, which, so like, for those who don't know about like skateboarding, there's like 2 stances to stand on your skateboard, with your left foot forward and your right foot forward. And so switch is just like the one that you don't normally do. Whoops. Whoops. Oh my god.
Good job, mate. I was having
This is
fun with
London. This is the shortest level in the run. We only do 9 missions here.
that. You don't. That was bang on. I didn't think you had it in you.
There's some pretty funny British accents here. This next one is hilarious, so I'll be silent for when he speaks. These buses can be annoying. They can get in your way on the road there when you're skating across. Luckily they were nice. Here we go. Let's get ready for his voice.
Whoa, learn Trafalgar Square and then some. I don't have that kind of skill.
The Americans in the Tony Hawk community had no idea what that guy said until I think it was Heaney came along. Heaney's a guy from the UK.
Blimey.
And told them exactly what he said, which was round Trafalgar Square and then some. I don't have that kind of skill. The Americans just thought he was going, oh, run the... I don't know. Some sort of voice. Oh my god. Now we have to wall ride these buses. Riveting stuff. Oh, I missed that bus. That's not good. Usually I get that bus a little bit earlier, but that's okay. We're gonna get these 2 right here.
Dang, I didn't know it was like that, man.
Some of you might be wondering where the glorious Tony Hawk tunes are. The soundtracks are terrific to these games, but unfortunately, at least with this version of the PC version that was acquired very legally, there's only like it lists every track in the game, but there's only 3 songs for some reason. So like,
There's not a lot.
I don't know how to. Yeah, the list says that there's like 50 songs or whatever, but there's only 3 actual songs. So yeah, we don't want to be hearing Mass Appeal by Gangstar non-stop. And also, I recently learned that music actually like crashes the game. Or not, it doesn't crash the game, it lags the game. So that's not what we want for speedrunning. So yeah, you just get to hear my voice and sound effects, which is fun.
Sick, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And there we go, we're done with London. That was very quick. We're going to move on to Zoo. Just 2 levels to go, actually.
You have time for a quick donation? or-
Yes, go for it.
Sure. We've got a $54.06 donation from NovaJam saying,
Wow.
please do a kickflip.
I'll do
Thank you
one
very much.
as soon as possible.
Thank you
Actually, I
very
think I
much
just
for
did
your
one then.
donation.
Yeah, that's terrific. Awesome donation. Thank you.
This Suzuki.
Here we go. Kickflip. There we go. So here we are. We're in the zoo. Some more difficult missions here. If anyone wants to get a free world record, play this mission and then record it and submit it to the individual level leaderboards for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. This game has like an in-game timer built in to a lot of the missions, and no matter what you do, that mission will always give you the time of 5 minutes and like 20 milliseconds. Oh, sorry, 5 seconds, 20 milliseconds. So yeah, you can submit that to the Tony Hawk 4 leaderboards and get yourself a nice individual level world record.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Forgot to mention, I've dressed my character in safari gear, so he finally looks in place. around all these zoo workers and animals.
You did it!
Now we have to chase this monkey.
This monkey.
The voice acting is pretty terrible in this game, to be honest, but like fun to listen to. Unfortunately, we can't sit through the cutscenes because that's slow, but you get to hear like the first words of every
Thanks a lot.
opening cutscene, and that man says, "This monkey." On a Funky Monkey Friday as well. Yes, very true.
We're about to hold.
Another competition mission, but I actually have to do a decent amount of tricks here, otherwise I won't win. So, yeah.
Nice job. Way to lay down the tech tricks, buddy.
Would now be a good time for another donation that's
Go
come in.
for it.
We've got a $10.95 donation from Mishmash D saying, "Awesome to watch, great job."
Okay, try this one.
Thank you very much for your donation.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'd like to quickly remind people that the cutoff for the incentive is coming up. I believe it says 10 minutes before the run ends, so I assume it's very soon.
Yeah, possibly in like maybe 2 minutes.
Yep. So it looks like Bam Magana. Is that? I'm sorry.
Margera.
Margera. I apologise
No
for
worries.
butchering that name. Looks like that's going to win with $107.02.
Beautiful.
Unless somebody snipes it at the last minute.
It's a fun mission to watch. Oh no. Okay, so this is that mission I was talking about earlier, where I have to get, so here 40,000 points, here I have to get 50,000 points, and if I get under that, I instantly fail the mission. I have to do this all again. So I'm gonna take my time here a little bit more.
Oh, that was a good one.
A lot of this game with like the points targets involve a special manual and a special trick. The special manual is called a one-wheel fireworks show, and the special flip trick is called a semi-flip. So you sort of see me spam those quite a lot. Yeah. They're the bread and butter of this game in terms of getting points. They're both very quick, and they build up your points quite a bit.
Ready to try?
Here's the final mission of Zoo. This ramp that I have to jump off is a little bit finicky, but we got it first try, which is very nice. So moving on to the final level of the game, which is Chicago. We actually have to buy the level, so I'm going to go into options, spend cash, and then buy the Chicago level. And here we go. This is where the game really jumps in difficulty. So before we were doing like 60,000 points, maybe 200,000 points. This mission we have to get 900,000 points. And I bailed, which isn't good. So a lot of Indy 900s. A lot of special tricks. Oh, that car got in my way. That's not good. I am just going to do this and get it.
Plywood.
Usually not what happens there. The car's usually not there, but because I restarted. It unfortunately meant that it was going to be there. Chicago's a pretty drab final level of the game, to be honest. This level was ripped from Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. Which was released around the same time. And because of that, a lot of the walls you can't actually wall ride on, which is a trick in the game. But obviously not a trick in cycling or BMXing. So, yeah, it means that like this level's quite strange in terms of a lot of its like geometry, a lot of the trick lines and stuff like that. Doesn't really feel like a Tony Hawk level.
I get to keep my job.
But we choose to do this one over the other level that you can buy at Carnival, just because the way that the missions are spaced out and the way that the missions are done just means it's a lot quicker.
Hey, you.
So coming up is a really difficult, one of the few walls that you can wall ride on. I'm going to be trying to jump up. It's this wall here. I'm going to be trying to jump up. There we go. That was beautiful. if you sort of start a wall ride and then jump as quickly as you can, you'll get sort of extra height onto it. Ooh. And so I was able to get that, which is really nice. Whoops. My movement has not been great, but that's alright. You have to do a flip trick in front of these mafiosos. To put bugs on them, apparently. I love the mission diversity in this game. We go from trying to work undercover to stop mob bosses to grinding fire hydrants. Because this guy thinks it'll be really fun. And his voice line at the end of this is terrific. The way he laughs. He doesn't laugh, he goes, yeah, alright. Oh. Oh my goodness. That was weird. Yeah. Death walk there to jump up to this guy. So we have to knock down these basketball players. It's similar to that mission in Alcatraz. But for some reason, as you can see there, I knocked down 2, but it only counted 1 of them. That happened twice to me. Which is really annoying because, yeah, you sort of, even though I went through 8 of them at the start, it only counted 6. So we're coming up on the last couple minutes of this game. You have to do a 100,000 point combo on that ledge, but if you just grind off slightly and drop down, the game still thinks you're on the ledge, and that counts. So great job, apparently.
Let's see.
4 more missions to go before the final one, which is going to be Bam Margera's mission, which I'm very excited for, to be honest. Oh no. Some of these inputs can be tough. Doing the diagonal inputs on an analog stick can be difficult. And now I'm still failing it. This is great. How is that still happening? Oh my goodness. There we go. That took way longer than it needed to. So this is probably the hardest combo letters mission in the game. Sort of takes you all around this area, but getting that O can be really difficult. If you have too much speed, you'll just go over it, and if you don't have enough speed, you'll get it and then hit a wall right in front of you. But that first try is as good as I can hope for. Do a 900. That truly was amazing. Alright, so here we are. We are at the final mission before the Pro Challenge. And normally we'd be going to Shipyard to do a mission where essentially the creator skater becomes like a stunt double for a skater in a movie. But that's not going to happen because we are going to be quitting and going to play as Bam Margera. We're going to go to Alcatraz. So here we go. This is the final mission of the game. Tiba Jefferson should be right here. We'll just listen to what Atiba has to say, actually.
Welcome to the Shopping Cart Olympics. Now, in 5 minutes, you gotta pass all 3 trials of shopping cart skill: race, hurdles, and slalom. Now let's see what you got, man.
Here we go. The Shopping Cart Olympics. So every pro has their own sort of specific pro mission, and Bam Margera is famous for his role in Jackass and sort of his more unrefined style of skating, I guess. So here we are, we're just riding a shopping cart down the Alcatraz switchbacks. A lot of fun. Big ramp here. Oh my god, what air. What great air we're getting. These get progressively harder. Oh, I forget you can't go that way. Whoops. I haven't done this mission in so long. I sort of played it once last night as practice. This jump is a little bit difficult, but we made it okay. Awesome. Alright, final one. Here we go, the slalom course. Get ready on time, because it's going to be as soon as I get to the bottom of the hill. If I can do it first try. This is actually like a lot more difficult than it looks. Here we go, we're going to get in here, do these. Alright, ready, and time. There we go, that was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, a bit of a different ending to what many would be used to. But yeah, thanks to ASM for having me. Thank you to the Pro Skater and Tony Hawk community for just being awesome people. And thank you all in chat for watching. Please keep donating to Beyond Blue. It is an amazing charity, and as I said, during COVID-19, it's more important than ever to have people looking after each other's mental health. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and stick around because Crofty is going to be running Tony Hawk's Underground 2 in just a minute, and I'll be commentating as well, so if you like my voice, you can stick around. Thank you.